Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday the 21st of July 2024 and I'm getting around to opening up my Court of the Dead figures, this new wave from Boss Fight Studios. So we have Relic Ravlach, it looks like, Malavestros, Demithiel maybe, Galavarbe, and Galavarbe again. So Eyes of the Queen Galavarbe and Death's Siren Galavarbe, which is like a death mermaid, I'm guessing. Well, that's what it looks like. Okay, so let's get a look at the boxes. Relic Ravlach, Paladin of the Dead. Looks really nice. It's nice to have like an undead knight. I've got quite a few undead figures. There's Boss Fight Studio. There's Ash versus the Evil Dead figures from years ago, which are great. Look very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 7 figures in total so far in this line. 2 from the first wave. Malavestros, the chronicler, the fool. Looks very creepy. Reminds me of those creatures, monsters from Devil May Cry from years ago. Looks very good again. Demithiel, the Reaper General, huge feet, almost comical. 3 arms on one side, 1 arm on the other. One's like a baby tiny arm. Does look good. Then we have the Galavarbe, which is the Eyes of the Queen. Looks nice. And we have the other Galavarbe, which is Death's Siren, which comes with a dead child, I guess, which is not unsettling at all. Looks very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to box and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they are. What a great looking bunch of figures. These feel really premium in terms of accessories, but the plastic feels, I want to say, a cheaper quality compared to the first 2 figures released. Was it last year? No, however many months ago it was. But speaking of accessories, to get a look, we'll go from left to right. So they all come with bases. The bases are lit with different, well, 2 are the same. So you'll have a different icon on them. But this guy, the Paladin, and the Reaper guy had the same icon. The Paladin, apart from his sword and shield, comes with this, like, I'm going to call it like a skull lamp or something he holds. It's the blue flames coming out of the eyes. The Jester, his base is a skull, pretty nice. He comes with a pair of hands, so he gets gripping hands. But there's no sort of weapons for him to hold. He also comes with the open book. You can see the red flame he's got there. There's a green, blue flame here. Closed book as well here, and he comes with a scroll as well, but yeah, he could hold up his gripping hand, turn his hand down and hold it at the top. Our Reaper guy, now you see there's a piece of armor on his side. There's another matching piece for the other side, but it was actually loose inside the box, so it's difficult to attach. I was like, you know what, I'll do that another time. Anyway, he comes with an alternate hand for his left arm, his single arm on his left side, so you can actually grip his sai for reaping your soul. That's a nice looking sai, bent, curved, very big, nasty looking. Very cool. The first of our Galavarbe, she comes with 2 daggers. You can see her holding. She comes with a pair of hands, but I've lost one already. As I was taking out, it sort of pinged out the plastic, flew through the air, and I heard it land on the table. But it's not the table, so it must have dropped on the floor. There's so many boxes on the floor. Could have fallen into a box. It fallen between a gap and the right up and where it is. I will look for that at a later day. Might find it actually move out, and who knows when that's going to be. Anyway, so she comes with hands like this, alternate hands, standard hands are for gripping. These are more like claw hands. She also comes with this water feature, and you can see it in the other one there, so it can look like they're bursting out of the water. Other one, again, it comes with a pair of hands. Nice hands. These are webbed hands for sort of grabbing something. Open webbed hands. Let me get a bit of a look on that. Comes with an alternate right arm, which is very open like this. I'm assuming that this is for gripping this sort of shriveled up, mummified body, baby, sailor, or something, because it looks like it could grip that quite well. I'm not sure where though, from where, the neck maybe? There we go. So that's a really nice feature as well, but no daggers. And obviously you can see the stands they've got there and the clear support behind them. Okay, let's get a close look. Let's start with our paladin. I love her sort of messed up sort of face and mouth. Shield feels a bit too heavy perhaps. But again, the plastic feels not as good quality, softer than the previous plastic that they used on the first releases, but it still looks nice. Knees a bit loose, you can see the hips a bit loose there, which is a bit concerning for a new figure. But nice looking. Please, oh, he's a bit lopsided, but at least he's standing up. Next, let's look at our Malavesteros, our jester. He's probably going to drop his book in a second, bring him close. Now, he does look particularly cool. That face is, again, quite menacing. The flame effect looks good. The book looks good. Just a very nice all-round looking figure. I like the little skulls on the headdress as well. Very nice looking. Next, let's go to the Reaper, who's just a big boy. You can see he's got 4 arms, 3 on one side. Looks like one arm's just starting to grow maybe. Super long claw or nail on that one. His head's got soft goods. Very nice skull. I love that sunken skull look in the eyes. Nice arm, and needs a bit of dry brushing, maybe the silver, make it pop. Ridiculously long feet, soft goods again. Very cool. And then we come to our last two, the I call them death mermaids. Is it Galavarbe? So let's bring our first one in. I'm a bit disappointed. I tried for a little while to try and make them stand up without their support, because you could do it with the old Boss Fight Studio sort of half snake Medusa sort of people. I've forgotten their names, but this one I just really struggled, so I used the support instead. But it does look nice. Nice looking figure, and great details on the dry brushing on the back there. And the last one has got the bursting through the water effect. If I put it just there, it looks like there's water just sort of coming out the water. Very cool. Lots of wounds on there. Very nice figures. Okay, then go for articulation. This is going to take a little while, so hold on and let's do this in a second. So let's start with the Paladin. So left, right on the head, up, down, side to side. See the chainmail and helmet are part of the head. Shoulders all the way around. See how the pauldron's joined into the shoulder. That's why I can go all the way around. It might pop out like it just did. Lateral raise might be a bit of an issue. Let's get a look. It's getting at least flat, maybe slightly over. Bicep bend is 90 degrees. Hand is wave articulation like this. Is there a separate trunk? No. Waist can turn, not really forwards and backwards or side to side. Hips so far before it's impeded. Forwards goes out to the side, not very far. Backwards again, not very far. There is a thigh cut for twist. It is a double kneecap. It's getting just over 90 degrees. Feet. You are getting a boot turn. You are getting a swivel. You are getting a small tippy toe. And actually a pretty good tippy toe if I'm fair. And a small dorsiflexation. So okay, not great. But again, the plastic is just a cheaper feeling plastic compared to the first releases. which I prefer for in terms of, you know, tactile, how they feel, just feel more higher quality. We come to the our jester guy. Looks pretty good. Amalavestros, is that his name, which is his title, or what he is? I don't know. Let's take that out because that will come out quite easily. And this one. So head, left, right, up, down, side to side. You can take that off separately to the head. Arms all the way around, lateral raise, about flat, was pretty good. Bicep bend is under flat, which is a shame. Hands are both wave articulation. He does have a trunk, falls backwards, side to side and turn. Does he have a waist? Not that I can see. Hips sideways, not very far. They could have done better than that because there's nothing to really impede it, it's just the sculpting in the way. Forwards, turns out to the side way too much, not keen on that. Backwards, not very far, so thigh cut, which is good. So double kneecap, nice and tight, we do like that. And the feet, we have the boot turn, which is great, the swivel, nice tippy toe, and okay dorsiflexation, so the feet are pretty good. Now let's go to our first really interesting one, the demi-thigh, I don't know, demi-something, the Reaper. So, I love that skull. Head, left, right, forwards, backwards, excuse me, forwards, backwards is much better than the thought, not really a side to side. Arms, these, okay, I see. These arms move independently, but they can move together as well. That's on his cloak, so they can, in theory, go pretty much all the way around, or nearly all the way around. This one comes out to the side. This one doesn't, that one doesn't. Other arm, again, will go, if the cloak's not in the way, will go all the way around. Out to the side is over flat. The bicep bend is 90 degrees. This bicep bend is 90 degrees. This one has a bend, which is about 90 degrees, and the small one only has an up and down. Let's check his trunk. Forwards, backwards, side to side is not bad, and he can turn. Hips, not bad for his bulk. Again, they turn outwards and they go up. Forwards is pretty good, but it just comes down with the resistance. Backwards, not great. Thigh twist, double kneecap, nice and tight. And with these clown feet, he has a small boot turn, small swivel, not bad tippy toe, and a really good dorsiflexation. And these big, long, pointed, armoured feet of his make it much easier for him to stand up. The articulation these two is going to be the same. They might have some more impediment with these things. She's got none of the extra parts, but it's the same. So I only show on the one. So head, left, right, up, down, side to side. Arms all the way around. Outwards is well over 90, which is good. Bicep is over 90, which is good. Hands are both wave articulation. Does she have a trunk? No, it's from her waist. And it seems to be quite locked in place on her. Not much movement there at all. But we have a joint here, a joint here, a joint here, and a joint here. So lots of joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints. The problem is there's so much resistance from this softer plastic of rubbery material that it keeps pushing back. So she can't really hold a pose well. So that is a bit problematic, though she does look good. Now I've just moved it off, and now it's not gripping her nicely to hold her in place. Yeah. Oh, you know what, that would do. Okay, size. I won't do her size, do the other one's size, because then she's straighter anyway, and they are about the same. Let's get a look at this. Where is my tape measure? Aha! Here it is. So, our paladin is about 4.5 inches. He is the top of his helmet, I'm just telling a lie. Yeah, about 4¼ inches, sorry, so approaching 11 cm. About the same for the Jester. Reaper here, though, is 4¾ inches, about 12 cm. He's massive. And these ones are approaching, so he's about nearly 5 inches. These ones here, I'm going at an angle to get a better representation of height, are approaching 7 inches, are approaching 17 centimeters. Let's do a comparison. Move it up the way since we're at a funny angle now. So first up, let's look at the first two releases from Court of the Dead with the better plastic. It's Queen of the Dead. Ah! Come on, stand up. Okay. And then we have Queen of the Dead Gethsemane. Then we have Kia, who's like the undead Valkyrie. She's got tiny feet though, but she does look really good. Let's put her there. And then I had to just knock her, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, it's better. Great bunch of figures. Put you back in pictures into some of the same line. Okay, let's look at some different figures. Let's take these two out. So still Boss Fight Studios. Look at my Sigurd the Survivor. He's like, yeah, fighting the dead is not really my cup of tea. You see the big size difference now between him and the Reaper next to him. The demi-thigh or demi-thigh. Very cool. And let's use some different fancy figures. So this one is a custom that I've nearly finished. It's one of those ones where you nearly finished and you stop working on it. This is basically a Sister of Battle from 40k, who I've taken off all these sort of sci-fi stuff mainly and made it into a fantasy female. No, I've mixed the arms around with some other figures as well. Did you get a nice head for her? I've had to keep that part on, otherwise you get a nasty gap underneath. Anyway, I'm digressing. No head on her, but you get to see how she will compare with these guys. Looks like they're comparing well in terms of size. Add the head. And then next one. This one I'm assuming is a 3D printed figure I bought off Taobao. Again, female knight. Very hardcore cool. Got high heels though. I'll put the links up in the top right. Sticker there. And you can see how they compare again. I do like this Court of the Dead stuff. The only thing that really bothered me is that they've changed the plastic and it definitely feels lower quality. It's a softer plastic. But other than that, they look great. The accessories look premium. Map accessories you get in the boxes are fantastic too. Okay, Awesome Actually signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.